Here's my 1988 GMC S-15 I'm selling. Let's see, aftermarket fog lights. Everything is pretty much stock. There was a tachometer with a light built in. Tach works, light works. I'll show you that. The truck was painted. This is like 1967 Royal Plum Purple General Motors color. 20 years ago, I got it repainted. It was blue. And the paint was peeling really badly, so I decided to repaint it this purple color because I like purple. The ranch top was put on about 3 years ago. It has a light. The light works, the third brake light. It's got a tailgate lock. It's got one here and one here. This is for helper springs, airlift is the name of the company. I'll show you when we put it up in the air, but I do not have an onboard compressor. Instead, I put the air fittings here and here, so I just take my compressor or whatever, shoot some air in there, shoot some air in there to level it out if I'm carrying bigger loads or whatever. But it's got a hitch works, and trailer lights work. These are the extra switches that I put in. One is for the fog lights and one is for the light for the tachometer, both of which work. I replaced this a while ago. I've had this thing since 1991. It's a 1988. So I've had this thing for quite a long time. And I've maintained it, and I've been the one that's taken care of it. This is for the cigarette lighter power. I don't know why. I just decided I wanted to put a switch there, so I did. JVC replaced that a few years ago. Everything, works on it. Here's the original booklet and everything. Plus it also has, I have a ton of receipts from 1988 on. I will just throw those in. Got an owner's manual. It's a 5-speed, works great. It's got a 2.5 inline 4-cylinder. This is just a center console from Wolf Enterprises or something like that. These seats are not original, and they're in not the best shape, so I have these covers put on them instead. I think somebody that bought this would want to put some nice seats in here probably. Not original door panels. I tried to kind of customize them, and eventually the paint has come off of them, so that needs to be redone. I've retrofitted windows in here, so this panel is just cut out. I used a Dremel tool to cut it out. Okay, so this is the Iron Duke 2.5 inline 4-cylinder. Doesn't have timing chain, anything like that. It's gear to gear. I have the only maintenance I have done is I've changed the valve cover gasket once. The valve cover gasket off a couple of times just to kind of check to see that all my rocker clearances, everything was right, and everything's been right. It's a real simple engine. It's a 1-barrel. It's a throttle body fuel injection, and the fuel injector right here. This goes right in here, real simple. That was replaced because that was leaking, so I've replaced that. I've put 2 water pumps in it since I've owned it, starting in 1991. This thing mechanically has been as right as rain. Air conditioning blows not very cold. I have a sticker on there that shows when I serviced it last. Put a bottle in there. It took it, but it blows colder, but not cold. Nothing leaks. Everything's in good shape. Brakes, all of that good stuff. I've just maintained it typically. Oh, here's the body color. The wiring for the tach. This is for the power windows. Pretty new rubber all the way around. I don't know, 5 years ago maybe changed it, but as you can see, I put maybe 2,000 miles a year on this thing. These tires are in good shape. There's zero rust. Yeah, some paint chipping. Like I said, I think I painted this thing 20 years ago, but there's no rust. I mean, it is clean as possible. Everything, everywhere. Absolutely clean, both sides, inside, outside, and you will see more as I show you when I get it farther up in the air. But just to kind of show you what it looks like here, there's a little dent here. Here's rockers, okay? No. Chips, yes, I've just kind of painted them as I've gone, but I mean, it is pretty darn good shape here. Everything is nice and solid. Replace the back bumper. This is a fiberglass roll pan. Okay, so taking a look underneath. Fairly new exhaust, catalytic converter, all that kind of stuff. Let's see. Yeah, pretty much all the way back. Exits right out there. Pretty big pipe. I got 3-inch lowering blocks here, and here is the helper spring mount right there. New shocks. There's the trailer hitch and the trailer lighting and all that kind of stuff. This is a zip tie that's holding the air. Oh, new drive shaft. I kind of tweaked the drive shaft when I was changing out the U-joints, so I wanted to replace the U-joints. When I was pressing them out, I kind of tweaked the shaft, so just replaced the shaft. This tail shaft needs a new gasket because it's leaking a little bit right there, as you can see. This is the Borg Warner 5-speed. Mobile 1, just have done Mobile 1 since I've owned it, starting in 1991. Brake line's in good shape, everything is in great shape. Let's see, lowered springs, 3-inch lower springs, Beltec. So Beltec drop spindles as well. Just taking a look at all the stuff around here. You know, don't want to give you any surprises. Front of the engine, pretty dry. Yeah, it's got 130,000, so it does have some oil that's leaking. It's got Zerk fittings on everything. I hit those once a year. Everything's in good shape and everything's solid and tight as far as steering. Let's see, is there anything else? Just kind of let you take a look at the shape of everything. Let's see, changed the differential fluid and all that stuff last year. Yeah, I think that's about it. Everything's in good shape, including those airbags, all that good stuff. Bada boom, bada bing. They work really well. It lifts the vehicle up and lowers it in case you want to go in for that. But I used it just to kind of help out if I had a trailer on there or something. Okay, cold start. Hasn't been started in probably 3 or 4 days, somewhere around there, since I put it on the hoist to get it ready for sale. Fan works, heater, all that stuff, all the positions work, sliders are in fine shape. New headliner, new visors, light, got a light down there that works. Everything is operational, hood release, all that kind of stuff. 137,313 miles. Goes great, man. Goes absolutely great. So there's the tack light right there. Okay. There you can see the fog lights. Lights work. Boom. Lights in the back. Boom. Turn signals. Boom. Boom. Other side. Boom. Boom. Brights are just a pull. So you can see them working. See the light working. This is a remote for the JVC head unit. Speakers in the back. It's got a lockable fuel. Just comes off just like that. Tailgate comes out. You know, just know you're gonna try to find rust. You're not gonna find much. There's your spare tire, the original jack and the tire iron and all that stuff I'll throw in there with it too, including all the paperwork. Here is the connection for the third brake light for the topper. So if you ever take the topper off, that needs to be disconnected. So the tailgate locks, and then also This guy locks too, so I got a key for that. Here's in case you want to turn it into power locks. I got that. This is the boot that goes between the door and the fender in case you want to protect those red wires. Those go there. Here's a switch panel that's original for it. Original window cranks. If you want to go back to the regular window cranks, I've got that stuff. Just some actuators, stuff like that. With if you want that lock, those actuators are there, like I said before. Boom. This is for the gas cap. It's an extra little grommet stopper thing. Extra spark plugs, fuel filters that I've pulled out. Actually changed that fuel filter. Pulled this one out, I don't know, like 2 years ago when I did the fuel injector. Here's the old fuel injector. Here's the fender trim that I used, including the receipt and everything, so you can order the same exact stuff. Here's in case you want to go back to the 90s. You can put those guys back on. This goes inside the door. A couple more caps for those progressive wheels. We have a brand new extra, looks like passenger side door handle. Thing here. There's a headlight switch, dimmer, and 2 auxiliary switch panel, and they work. So you got that. Plus I have some brand new belt molding from LMC truck. Already switched them out, switched out all this stuff. That's all the channel is all new, all that kind of stuff. Also, this is brand new as well. Here's all the paperwork. Backup lamp switch. I changed the neutral start switch, but also it's got the air ride stuff. It's got the topper information. There's a clear bra on the top of it. It's a 3M product that protects the hood, so I got that for like 300 bucks. I put that on from the Toyota dealership around here. Here's the trailer hitch and all the wiring schematics, all that kind of stuff. Door panels and, you know, just body stuff. Old pictures of the truck, and the paint started peeling so bad that I put these black stripes on there, and I had fender flares on it for a while. Decided to take those off just because it kind of dated the look, you know. This is way back when I bought it, way back in the very beginning. So